So in this week's 3-minute business booster, we're going to be talking about copywriting. And this is a really important subject because many of us are investing time and effort into our websites, into our catalogues, into our brochures, but not many of us are giving the detail and the time and the effort to actually considering the copy that we're putting into them and making sure that that's the best it can be. Now this is a relatively easy thing to get very good at very quickly, and that's why in this video we're going to give you the 5 golden rules for commercial copywriting in just 3 minutes. The first rule is that 80% of copywriting is done before you pick up your pen or you start tapping on your keyboard. Research is crucial, and before you start writing you should try to get into the head of your customer and understand exactly what they're looking for. You should ask yourself, why are they giving up their time to read your article or your website? What is the information or the outcome that they are looking for? Now once you're thinking like one of your customers, you can then create a number of lists or bullet points about subjects like the benefits and advantages of using your product or service, or write down the key messages that you want to articulate, or make a note of all of your unique selling points. These lists are crucial as you can refer back to them and make sure each point is covered whilst you're writing your copy. The second rule is to literally forget everything they taught you in GCSE English at school and start using much shorter and sharper sentences and paragraphs. Particularly when you're online, a long body of text can look daunting and intimidating. So keep your sentences as short as possible and your paragraphs down to a maximum of 3 or 4 lines. Put simply, if your copy is well presented and looks effortless and welcoming and easy to read, more people will engage with it. The third thing to remember is that your customers or your clients or your prospects don't really care about you or your business. Now that may sound a little harsh, but trust me, your copy must be about your client and not about you. That's why the 2 most important words in business copywriting are you and your. If your marketing materials are not written in a way which naturally lends itself to using the words you or your, you need to reframe your copy so that it starts to talk more directly to your customers. Rule number 4 is to be brave and to address your client's objections in your copy. Now that may feel counterintuitive, but if you know there's an elephant in the room, if you know the reader will have an objection or a specific question, then address it, answer it. Be brave, front up and deal with it there and then in your copy. The 5th rule is that it's okay to produce a long article. Now we've been brainwashed by Twitter that nobody will read more than 140 characters, but it's simply just not true. In particular, analytical people need lots of information in order to make informed decisions. And in fact, research has shown that these people can actually be put off by not having enough detail or enough content. Now the challenge is appealing to both sets of people at the same time, and that's those that do need a lot of information and those who simply that don't. And we can do that by using what we call dual readership paths. And by using dual readership paths, you can give impulsive people the headlines or pictures or graphics throughout your copy so that they have stepping stones down your page so that they can quickly gather all the major points by skim reading. Yet underneath the headlines or the infographics, you can then add a lot more detail so your analytical readers get the volume of information they need in order to make informed decisions. Remember though, don't just add words for the sake of it. Analytical people hate duplication and waffle just as much as the rest of us. Finally, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.